Hi, I'm Carmine Ledestri of Visual Image Media today, and we are talking to Heather Sarafina Hunt, who does many of things. I can't even describe what she does. Tell everybody what you do.
Well, so I'm a belly dancer. I've been doing that for a number of years, about 25 years now. I'm a personal trainer and a bodybuilder as well.
So how did you get into the belly dancing, and how long have you been doing it?
So belly dancing, I originally went out to Scarborough Renaissance Fair and saw the stage show out there. I'd never seen belly dancing before, ever. That was the first time I'd seen it. I've been dancing since I was 3 years old and have always enjoyed dance and had never seen that style of dance before, and just thought, wow, that is so cool. I really want to learn how to do that. And I took lessons from the woman that was doing the show out there, and the rest is history. I've been doing it ever since. It was originally a hobby that turned into a career.
So did you start with the belly dancing and then go to the shows where you're doing the bodybuilding, or what was first?
Yes, so I didn't say the belly dancing I've been doing for 25 years.
Right.
The fitness I started 7 years ago.
Okay.
And it was probably 2 years into that I decided I wanted to also be a personal trainer. I decided this is my love. I can't believe I didn't do this sooner. I want to teach everybody how to do this. Everybody needs to know how to, be fit and learn how to use all the gym equipment. And then the bodybuilding I did probably within the first couple of years, started competing after I started learning what I was doing.
That's great. So do you enjoy one over the other better?
Belly dancing versus fitness, I would say I love them both. The bodybuilding is newer, and so maybe I have a new passion for that just because it's something I haven't been doing as long. The belly dancing I still love, but I've been doing it for such a long time, it's kind of just second nature at this point. So I love them both, but fitness is newer, so.
I've seen images on social media. Do you compete? Right, and at what level? I know nothing about
So
bodybuilding.
There's a lot of different organizations. So far, I have just competed in NPC organization.
What's that stand for?
National Physique Committee, I believe. Now I'm probably going to be wrong.
Right. Look that up. Mm-hmm.
Yes, but it's an amateur level. So you compete, and even if you win, that doesn't mean that you go on to the next level, but it means that you can kind of go to the next level to try to get to the next level, if that makes sense. So what I'm trying to do eventually is to win my professional bodybuilding card, but you have to get kind of through the initial stage to get to that, so something I'll just kind of keep trying for.
And like a lot of other sports, there's some are, well, not like football where there's no age, you do age out, but you've seen bodybuilding from, Arnold Schwarzenegger started at 13 or 14 or something like that, and he went into his 40s and still went like that.
Yes.
Do you compete with certain, women's ages or do you weight? How does it work?
So it depends on the category that you compete in. I will be competing in the Masters class, which is an aged class. It starts at 30, I believe, to compete in the Masters class. And it depends on the category that you're in, because you will compete against women that are either your age or your height. There's usually an open class where it's women of all ages, but everyone is the same height.
Really?
And then there
by
is,
height?
Yes, by height. And if you're, even in women's bodybuilding, I believe, and of course with men too, though they do have some that are more by weight. But it just all depends on the category that you're in. A lot of them are by height, and then there's by age if you're doing the master's class.
Right. And switching gears, where do you get those outfits made for belly dancing?
So a lot of them I have got bought from a woman that lives in Florida. She sells a lot of different costumes.
Specializes, and
yes.
They've got to be custom made, right?
They're not, no. In fact, I've only, I think, had one custom-made costume the whole time that I've been performing. They are very expensive, especially when they're custom. And so a lot of times belly dancers will, within our circle, we will kind of buy used from one another as well. because they are kind of expensive. And the woman that I get them from in Florida, she's very affordable. And so I would say a majority of them are from her. Some people make their own. I am not handy or crafty in any way. So I don't make anything. I have a seamstress that helps me tailor them when I get them in and they're a little bit of the wrong size.
Right, right.
But yeah, I've kind of gotten them all over throughout the years.
That's a new category for Facebook Marketplace. Belly dancer outfits.
Right, and there are actually groups on Facebook
Come on.
for that, for costumes. Yes, for sure.
Kidding.
Yeah.
So you teach belly dancing?
I do not.
You don't?
I have taught in the past.
Okay.
But I find with the performing and the personal training, I don't really have time to teach any classes as well.
How specialized is this? How many other belly dancers do what you do in Dallas, like go perform out? Like this Saturday, you go to 3 different places, and how long do you perform for that?
So each show is, depending upon the venue, is typically somewhere between 20 to 30 minutes
Right.
each. I do the booking actually for 2 of the places that I perform at, and at each of those 2 places there's about 6 of us that perform there. There are, a couple of other professional performers in the area, and there are other locations that some other people perform at that I don't. But for the most part, I would say in this area, those of us that are performing at different venues, there's maybe only 10 or so not a huge amount.
Right. Wow, that's all really amazing. You certainly have your dance card full.
Yeah.
So if you want to see Heather pretty much every weekend, she does 2 or 3 shows. You can check her out. It'll be on her social media. Or if you need a personal trainer, you can contact her via her social media also. Thanks for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
Great.